So what I've got here is a 2001 Honda CRV and the door is stuck. It is unlocked and you cannot open the door either with the inside handle or the outside handle. It doesn't matter whether it's unlocked with either the electric lock or the power manual lock, it just will not open. This seems to be a common problem with these early 2000 vintage Hondas, both with the CRV and the Accord and the Civic. And basically what there is I'll show you on this side. So there is a latch which engages over this hasp. And it's right here, okay? Granted, it's on that driver's side door, which is the most common failure because that is the door that gets used all the time. But this fails. And I've watched a couple of YouTubes, and I've got my list of instructions as well as list of tools that you're going to need to to get the door unlocked. So here's what we've got. You might want to do a little screen capture of this. These are my instructions here. You want to lower the passenger window just so you do not get locked out of the door. You want to lower your driver's side window during a portion of this instruction. You want to lower the plunger lock, that is so you can get the door panel up and over that lock plunger. You want to remove the B-pillar plastic cover. Remove the plastic triangle. I'll show you that in a moment. Remove a plastic pin which also attaches to the door panel. Remove the screws behind the handle lever. Pull the handle assembly out and forward, that is to be able to disconnect it. From there you want to disconnect the power lock wiring, and then from there you want to remove the rod that connects the door handle lever to that latch assembly that we're talking about. Then you want to remove two screws for the armrest. Remove the speaker cover by prying that little plastic cover from the bottom. And then I believe there's 3 or 4 screws that mount the speaker. It's dual purpose screws, I believe, that mount the speaker to the panel and then the panel to the door. Then you want to disconnect the speaker wiring. At that point, I believe the panel is ready to be removed. Now the door is closed, so it's going to be difficult to do this. I don't even know if it's possible, but to actually now remove the panel. And that is going to be, one, you want to, if you can, pop out the panel on the bottom. There are those very common plastic posts that snap in a door panel. Once you have this free, then you remove the door panel by pulling the door panel up and over the lip of the window. From there, now the door panel should be off or as free as most as you can get it. Now from there, raise the window. Now we want the window out of the way. There are a couple of YouTube channels that say that you can remove the guide, the slot that the part of that window slides up and down in. Unfortunately, the CRV, you cannot do that because the bolt is not on the inside of the door. It is on the side of the door, which you can't have access to. Finally, now you want to raise the plunger. Basically, you want to unlock that assembly. And from there, now you want to insert like a dental pick or something and pull this hidden pin down. And that will, regardless of position of whether you're locked or the position of the handle, inside handle or the outside handle of the door, this will release that pin. This is going to be a little bit difficult to find because the YouTubes that I've seen are for an Accord or a Honda Civic, not necessarily for the CRV. Once you have that, there's going to be 3 bolts mounting the plastic cover on this. But so here's the deal. The YouTubes that I've seen is for something similar to this, but the CRV has something like this. These operate similarly, but the release of this pin is going to be, the release of the latch of the pin is going to be different. These are the tools that I have at my disposal. You know, some tweezers, and then maybe, I do have a dental pick around here, but these are the ones that I'm going to be using. Okay, why don't I show you what we're going to be doing on the inside in a moment. So getting back, here's the inside of the door. Things that we need to do. That's the plastic triangle. This should pop straight out. There's a screw back up under here. Once this is released, unscrewed, you can pop this forward, out and forward. There will be an electrical connection for this power lock, as well as a rod assembly that you'll be able to take off. There's going to be a couple of screws right here, here. There's also going to be, sorry that you can't see this too much, it's a cold winter day in Minnesota and I am in a garage with not much light. Here's the speaker cover, can't even see it right now. Speaker cover, pop that off, there's 3 screws there. Then depress the lock, and then if you can, pop the bottom part and the edges of the door panel off, and then you'll be able to hopefully slide, pop up the door panel up over the window ridge. And, you know, hopefully that'll be doing the trick. Okay, I'll get you to the next one. So I've got everything off like I've described in the instructions. That triangular piece of plastic right there. Disconnected the door handle as well as with the wiring, as well as the connecting rod. It was easier for me to unscrew that, then therefore I don't need to lift the panel up and over that plunger for the lock. So that just unscrewed. Both screws are removed for the armrest. And then there were 3 screws down here by the speaker. The speaker came out. Now I've got to wrestle with this and try to get the door panel off. I'll see how that goes and let you know what best approach there is. Well, I haven't gotten the door panel off. I did remove the B-pillar plastic. I did that by opening the back door and sliding the flange over the door lip, and then just basically beefing it and torquing it over the front door lip where the front door panel is. It is Minnesota. It is about 0 degrees Fahrenheit out there. It is cold. I did shatter the plastic. I'll have to replace that. Additionally, I did find another screw. It is right there. You're going to need a little, this is the front of the armrest. You're going to need a little stubby Phillips screwdriver to get that off. Alright, so I do apologize. The 3 speakers down, the 3 screws down by the speaker, those were just to hold the speaker on. They were not dual purpose, which was hold the speaker on to the panel, which also hold the panel on to the door. There are 3 other screws that held the panel onto the door. So once those were removed, you can pop the lower portion of the door panel off, and you know, a little bit of success. Whoops, sorry, a little bit of success. You can now, we pull it up and out of the way. Whoopsie daisy. Can't see it. Oh, you saw it there for a moment. It's gonna be able to pull up and out of the way. So next is to get into the door panel and release the lock from that the latch mechanism. So the panel is has been raised out of the way. It's still in the way a little bit, but I should be able to get into the door panel. The last remaining pin I cannot get out. It is hidden behind the dashboard, and I'll show you on the passenger side where it is. Now, it's right there. It's below that triangle piece of plastic. That is hidden by the dashboard. You can't get to it. So I'll just have to have this panel swung out of the way as I work on the latch assembly. So the panel is still hinging on that one post. You can see the pin right there. I got to get that out of the way. I'm 51 years old. I'm just going to take a hacksaw blade and cut that plastic pin off, and I'll just have to replace it when I go buy new pins. All right, that was very simple. Just a couple of seconds with a plastic hacksaw, cut right through that plastic post on that pin. I've got now full access to the inside of that panel to find out where that release is and open the door. So I'm back inside the vehicle. I've got a light shining up into the cavity of the door panel. So tools-wise, I was able to find a dental pick. I've got a small dental plastic mirror as well as a larger cosmetic mirror. So I'm going to try to show you what is going on here. I'm going to have to flip this. I don't even know if you can see this. I cannot see the screen. This is where it really does become awkward. There is a release somewhere on the back side of this, and there's also supposed to be a spring. I see the spring is broken. Maybe all I need to do is put some pressure on where that other end of that spring is supposed to be, and then open the door from the handle. Or I need to somehow find that magically hidden release pin. We'll keep working on it. Well, I got the door open, but I did not find that magical release. What I ended up doing is pulling up as hard as I could on the doorknob, the door latch, the mechanical door latch, as hard as I could. Then, while doing that, then I pulled on the release. When I pulled on the door latch release from the inside, magically that opened the door. Hopefully that will work for you. So now I'm in the process of removing the screws that hold the latch in, as well as you have to remove the this bolt right here, which holds the rear window guide in, and taking that off will allow you to remove that assembly. So this is the latch assembly. I believe the failure point is a spring that goes between these 2 points. At the bottom of the door, I found a spring that's got a broken end. It rides inside a sheath. So I went to the local hardware store and I picked up another replacement spring. I'm going to shorten it a little bit and then pull a winding over across the top, and that will be able to replicate the actuation of that spring. Hopefully that will fix this. So this is my repair. Here's the broken spring. Here's the section that I cut off the replacement spring, and that is located between this post and this post on this item. My expectation is that this will be the repair for it. Hopefully you'll be able to put this replacement spring on without unassembling the entire door latch assembly from the door. You should be able to do this just right through the holes that are in the door. This was an absolute pain to take out, you know, if this is the fix, you know, wonderful. That's fantastic. If it's not, then I'm going to have more problems. But good luck to you, and leave me your posts. Tell me if this was helpful. Thank you.